So, what's Coochie, everybody? So, I'm editing Jiayre here, trying to get my stuff together. But I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone who celebrates Thanksgiving. If you're in America, I believe you celebrate Thanksgiving. But if you don't, well, happy Friday when this drops. But I just wanted to say the reason why that I didn't record a video version of this is because my footage got deleted. At first, it didn't even film the whole 40 something minutes that I recorded. Good thing I had my audio. And then it only recorded 10 minutes of it. And then next thing you know, I accidentally, unknowingly deleted the 10 minutes. So I'm going to make this as visual. I'm going to make this as visual as possible. I look a hot mess, but I'm going to get this together anyway. But anyway, so I'm going to make it as visual as possible. I even got a new intro to the whole channel. So this is just, of course, the beginning. And it's made by me. But, of course, I'm actually loving it. And I hope you guys love it. So, yeah, let me just get into the podcast. Listen. Peace. What's Coochie, everybody? I'm Jiayre, and I'm back. Welcome to episode 4. Actually, this is episode 5 of Holla Ji podcast. Haven't even thought of a theme song yet. Podcast. Haven't even thought of a theme song yet. I need to think of one. I really do. So how is everybody doing today? Welcome on this beautiful day that I decided to post this video. Make sure I get my towel because my back. It's hot. It's about to be winter. Well, it's still fall. It's still November. It's almost Thanksgiving. It's about to be winter time. Daylight. Ooh. Ooh. Something was stuck in my throat. Anyway. So daylight savings time's coming. So, now the sun going down way quicker than I expected. But, how y'all been doing? So, fun fact, last week's episode was actually supposed to be this, but since the whole tragedy with Takeoff and then everything happening, it just changed, and that it is what it is, and it is what it happens. So, let's just get into it. So, again, I'm Jiayre. I'm the host. I'm the creator. I'm the sensual, the sexy, the confident, the smart, the courageous, energetic, positive person. So how are you guys doing? Me, honestly, been planning my next episodes. I don't know how many episodes this season of this podcast is going to be. So we're going to be on a ride. But before we start, I want everybody who is watching this right now, comment below what's been going on with y'all lately in 3 words. And just like I said, just 3 words. Just comment below what has been going on with y'all. Just 3 words. Me, I've been planning. I've been resting. And honestly, I'm excited. So this is exactly what we're doing. Now, I'm very excited now. I'm very energetic. I'm just like, I want to get the boat going. But so before we start, can you go ahead, subscribe, like, share, comment, hit the notification bell so you know when another video on my channel is going to be posted, because let me tell you something. This channel is going to be a little weird. This channel is going to be everything that I want it to be. And so there's going to be everything, just everything of everything. Soon, I can't wait to start doing more. I'm going to say right now, I can't wait to start doing vlogs. That's coming up. Definitely more readings on this channel. Definitely more of course, more podcasts. Maybe some reactions. I don't know. I think I'm going to save that for my Patreon. Speaking of my Patreon, become a Patreon in the description box below. It's only $3. You get to view content early. You get to do movie breakdowns where we'll literally watch the videos together. You'll see my live reaction with that. You'll get music and album reactions / breakdowns, exclusive Holla Ji episodes and exclusive videos. So that's only $3. Also, This is so exciting because now Holla at Ji, the podcast, is now on multiple streaming platforms now. This includes Spotify, Anchor, Apple Music, etc. I'm working on getting it on Apple Podcasts, so coming soon for that one. In the link description box, and I believe it will be like an Anchor podcast link. So you guys can click that in the description box, and then you'll be led to literally every space you can get my podcast. Go ahead and just listen to it while you're on the phone. Yeah, it's going to be an Anchor link. I just checked. So yes, I'm so excited now. I can have it. Oh, Jesus. Love, look, this pillow wants me to experience love. This is the love that y'all giving me. And thank you guys so much. Thank you. This looks so ghetto. But anyway, but yes. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, it's completely optional. There is a donation thing in my description box. It's not mandatory, but if you do want to send some love offerings to me, I'll be greatly appreciated. So without further ado, I think that's it. Yeah, I did say like, comment, share, and subscribe. So let's get into this episode. As you can see from the title, this is about accepting success in small doses and realizing that fast success will leave you forgotten. And I'm saying that is because you see a lot of these people on the social media really getting success fast. But do you really ever see them last? Like their TikTok. For example, like you see an artist post a TikTok song. Next thing you know, it goes viral. 3 months later, the next thing this person puts out, it just flops. You know? And some people take this, and I'm not going to lie, some people take that victory and run with it. You're supposed to. But I'm going to say this, but with that being said, that is something that is very common nowadays. People just want quick success, but they don't actually want to grow the success. And if they do grow it that quickly, they don't realize how far, like as soon as the adrenaline stops, it stops. It's a marathon. Success is a marathon that we really have to realize that you have to go at a certain pace for it to keep going. You wonder why Michael Jackson had his career for longevity. He started out with the Jackson 5 before he went solo. Beyonce literally was in 2 girl groups before now she's well known now. It's such a great story because someone told me long time. Oh, well, do I want to say that now? No, we'll do that at the second half of this podcast because then that's more of my personal success journey. So let's just go to the first topic. Let's talk about it. Okay. And so success. So I looked up what the dictionary definition of success is, and it's the accomplishment of an aimed and or purpose. And so with that being said, what success means to me personally, it's all about honestly how you feel. And what I mean by that is does it feel good? Because success is feeling good to me. Success is really that smile on my face. That success is really if I'm sleeping and I smile in my sleep, that's the feeling of success that I want. And for me, it's the right recognition. And when I say right, I put some emphasis on right. And it's only the very few people that I can that I truly accept that make me feel like that I'm successful. Like literally, I have 57 subscribers on this channel, which I am actually very grateful for. And that's actually leading me to success because that means I'm reaching people. That's actually meaning that this podcast is doing something. That means my content is doing something. That means I can evolve and elaborate more on my purpose on this earth. And that's entertaining. That's putting smiles on people's faces. That's making people think. That's making people really heal. That's making people actually wanting to have more conversation, actually dive deep into what they really need to know. That's my purpose, especially with everything. I say that is because it took me a long time, and I say a really long time to realize that, because back in high school, I really wanted that quick success. And I say this because I saw so many people that I looked up to. famous people, even like people in my city that literally was reaching success way quicker than I wanted to. I didn't realize how much work had to be put in to make it so successful. Of course, sometimes when you're by yourself, it's a longer journey. And when you have help from others, it's also a long journey, but you also are not putting the burden all on yourself. For example, right now, I'm literally doing this podcast all by myself right now, just to get it all started. I'm literally filming, I'm literally editing, I'm literally recording, planning out everything myself, trying to find topics, asking people, even though, yes, that actually is helping, asking people what topics they want to hear from me. So, I am getting help, but everything else, I'm doing it. I literally finding outlets to put my podcast out there. Literally investing this microphone, the iPad came from college. Investing my stands, the ring light right here, that's probably reflecting off my glasses right now, which let me just take that off. Wait, I need to see, but it's fine. My YouTube folks probably looking at me like, boy, if you don't put your glasses back on, it's fine. I'm sexier this way. I need to start training to get my contacts back. But anyway, that's another small steps by step that we'll get to in the future. And so I say this because small success goes a long way. And it just shows the longevity of your success, because it's always those little moments that you look back on when you reach a high level of success. Like, I was there before. Now look at me now. Every small step counts. You hear that a lot, but every small step counts. You have to climb a ladder, one of the bars at a time. You cannot literally make a whole big leap on a ladder without having a chance to fall. I know I saw a meme, so if I find the meme, I'll put it somewhere on the screen that literally that whole analogy with the ladders, like every small step of the ladder counts instead of just making the big ones. Which you can always plan to make it big, but it's always that, like, have you ever, my track people, and if you watch track, the high jump event, they just don't jump from when the whistle blows. They actually have to gain momentum before they jump to get to the landing that they want. That's kind of what it is. Literally, you have to build the momentum before you can do that leap. And you just can't, like, yes, you can walk towards it. You can run, you can sprint, but you cannot jump from the starting place to where you need to be. And so, step by steps, moment by moments, living in the present, living in the moment, not worrying about the future and not letting the past come and try to linger and marinate again and really have you reflecting on, oh gosh, Jesus. It was a cute effect. My glasses, Jesus. That was cute. Anyway, it's you can't do that. And that's something that I'm actually struggling with right now. Kinda. I'm gonna say kinda struggling with. I'm really I'm getting grounded with it, but living in the present is really a hard thing, but it's also a human thing to go through, because you're so ready to get out of your present environment. You're so ready to get out your present situation. You're so ready to get out everything that you don't like about the present now, so you can move to the future where and you have a feeling that everything is going to be better. But it's only accepting the present that will make the future better. I hope that makes sense, because honestly, the future is only a product of the present. It's how you act now. And it's always the next day is always like, oh my gosh, let me rephrase this. Today will always impact tomorrow. And yesterday is something that you learn for today. So today is always important in how you present it. And of course, it's easier said than done, because sometimes today is not the day that we want to stay. And we're ready for tomorrow. We're ready for next week. We're ready for next year. We're ready for 10 years down the line, when that's not really how it works. Like, you stay worrying about the future, you're going to miss out on the opportunities that's presented in front of you today, in the present time. And that's all about the story that you're creating. And that's what I wanted to point out, because long time ago in high school, actually, there was a friend of mine. Shout out to Brandon. B-Tal, how you doing, buddy? Anyway, he told me that really, it's a time is really on your side, and work and time and effort will show results later down the line. When you look back and you look at the story that you created, like, oh, I started from a high schooler. This is just my personal experience. I started as a high schooler who was just in theater, but wanted to do more. Wanted to be an entertainer, wanted to do music, wanted to be on Broadway, wanted to be on TV shows, wanted to be in movies. And he was so eager to get stuff out there and done when he just kept thinking about the future. And then like he had these moments of doubt where thought that he'll never start doing things, where he never wanted to, where he just didn't want to give up, but he felt like there was a need to give up. But then he moves on. Next thing you know, his leadership grows. Next thing you know, his ambitions grows. Next thing you know, he starts making the steps. Next thing you know, he starts getting himself out there. Next thing you know, he starts a podcast. Next thing you know, he'll be releasing music soon. Next thing you know, his name will be in lights. Next thing you know, he's winning BET Awards, Grammys, Oscars, Tonys, Globes. He's winning everything. He has a whole family, a mansion, everything. And then finally, when you sit down and just look back, you're just happy that a lot of the struggles where you lived, how you lived, the thoughts that you had, the depression, everything that you overcome to get where you are now, and you're still overcoming a lot, is so powerful to realize that you can overcome a lot if you just keep going. Our stories are beyond not done yet, and our stories are always being written, and it's just such a great thing to experience. To learn from your past, but don't stay in it. To look forward to the future, but don't be trying to force the future. That was so grammarly wrong, but don't try to force the future to come too soon, because sometimes the future won't be what you think it is. But just to stay in the present and take the opportunities that it presents. And I'm saying this because I am learning this now. I am trying to connect, and I'm trying to stay present in the present moment so I can create a better future and I don't repeat the mistakes I made in the past. I'm taking these mother suckers off. Let's just take these glasses off real quick because they're not serving me. And so here's, so it's so funny because now here's a pinpoint. Actually, let me put my glasses back on because I have to see the time of how long I've been recording, which hasn't been long. 16 minutes? Yeah, that hasn't been long at all. It hasn't been long at all. And I'm actually very happy that I was able to get that long. But I guess there's this bullet point right here of my fear of success. And I'm just going to read what I said. And I said, it can't be helped because losing people is a part of life, but success makes the loss so much harder because it can become, oh, they got money and all that success has gone to their head. Now they're acting fake. Okay. I know exactly what I meant. And so let me just say this. Success comes with its ups and downs. Success comes with the recognition. Success comes with possibly money, brand deals, evolutions, moves, all that. But what it can also come with is how others treat you, how others will view you. And I'm speaking this as platonic, familial, even romantic. When success happens, people look at you different, especially when you let the success control you instead of adapting to the success and still being truly you. Because we always grow. Success helps you grow so much because it shows you the potential that you always have. And there's never just one level of success. There's so many levels of success that we don't even know of that is personal to that person. And that's really my fear. And as I don't want to appear as fake just because I've outgrown like certain people because of success, and how I've moved about. And there's going to be a point in time when you are around people and you leave. Like, for example, you leave, you chase your dreams, you become successful, then you come back to the environment that you haven't been in years. And it's just like, people just look at you like, oh, so you don't know how to call nobody. You don't have to say hi. You don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do that. And it's so funny because people do that because they're not in your place. Success comes with obligations. Success comes with, honestly, its own set of rules that is different for everyone. But it's always the rules that you let success create. You're supposed to create the rules side by side with success. With success, you could say, oh, I'm going to go visit my family with this. But then again, you're also someone who is very famous and who has recognition. So just be careful. When you go somewhere, you may be crowded by people trying to impress you, trying to get you to help them get to where you are. Autographs, pictures. It's a lot, you know. And sometimes, you know, like, for example, Beyonce, she has her bodyguard 24/7, okay? Is that Julius or Julian? One of the two. And he be like, I saw this video, saw the video of him, a child running up to Beyonce. That man said, whoop. Like, for real. Like, it's just success really will change you. But also it can change the people around you because they will change how they view you. And that's a fear of mine. Because if you don't know my character, or if you've known a version of me and the character that I've always have, I don't want that to be blinded because I'm successful. Or, for example, I don't want it to blind the person because I'm more successful than them. You know what I mean? That's really where that's the fear that I really have with becoming successful and really elevating and really evolving. But you know, that's just the way it goes. That is just the way it goes. And so we are about 20 minutes in. So let's just go on a commercial break, or like, not even a break. Let's just for my Patreons, this will be a break. For my YouTube viewers, this won't be a break. So YouTube, let me just chop this up and we go to the next subject. But if you're still here and you're on my Patreon, you're about to get a musical selection. This is Ariana Grande, Successful. It feels so good to be so young and beautiful and so successful. Hey, I'm so successful. And the Trey songs, Just Gotta Make It, featuring Twista. You know, just gotta make it. All right, just gotta make it. I'm not hitting that note right now. I haven't warmed up, so I'm not doing that. And also, my Patreons, this song will also be in the future, probably one of the breaks, whatever, probably at the end, is going to be Drake Successful featuring Trey Songz, Lil Wayne. You know, I just want to be successful. That's my song right there. So yeah, so my Patreon viewers, yes, I love you guys. I can't wait to get back. So I'll see you when we get back. Let me introduce you to Aesthetic Accessories now. I may not be sponsored. I mean, if they want to sponsor me, they can. But this is a business shout out, okay? If you want to look good, have your hair rubbed, look at all the options: do-rags, bonnets, necklace, scrunchies. They even have planners for your weekly. They even have shades to make your eyes look good, to make the outfit complete. And look at them prices. Wholesales and everything. You just can't beat something like this. So why don't you check them out their website, okay? Ooh, they even sell lip gloss. I got me a couple of them too. Go ahead and follow their Instagram. You see they posting consistently, okay? Check out their TikTok too. Aesthetic Accessory Shop, okay? You know, just go ahead and follow them because I know the owner, Dr. Shady, I should say, that she just loves to have giveaways when she reaches a certain following. So go ahead and just follow her. Tell your friends. She loves giving stuff away to improve her business, and it's such I love it. From the planners to the sets. Look at the matching sets. Look at the visuals. Come on now, you can't beat nothing like this. Look at all this. I should have liked all the pictures, but it's fine like that. I'm just here and the bonnets. Let me tell you something about these large, and it's hand sewn. See, I'm just stuttering over my words. I forget that she do all this stuff. Look at the owner. Bad bitch, period. Anyway, but you guys should go to Aesthetic Accessories and go get you some. Now, I just want to start well. Now, with my journey with success, I do want to state that there is one thing that really it really hurts your growth, really hurts your evolution, your personal evolution. And it's something that is I want to say it's very important to understand. And that's really comparing yourself to someone else's success is the worst. And I'm saying this is because it was mine. It kind of still is, but it's less mine now than it was. I mentioned it earlier that you see all these people doing what you want to do. You know, all these people performing, gaining fans, all these people who are, gaining money performing, getting all these awards. You start comparing your success to others. And when you start working, you're like, oh, I'm going to get a hit just like that person. I'm going to get a hit just like that person. I'm going to get awards like this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to have fans like this. I'm going to this, da, 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 da. And don't get me wrong. Having that goal to have what another person that you inspire to have is not a bad thing, because it gives you a goal. It gets your mind together and it gets you a point to where that's where I'm aiming and beyond. That's goal oriented. That's trying to achieve a goal. That is motivation. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you start saying, by now, I think I should have had this because this person had this by now. I want you to shake. But that's really, I can't leave you. Dang it. But anyway, I'm sorry. It's really about like, oh, this person had this many subscribers at this. I should have had that. Or I'm doing the same thing as this person doing. Why is my success isn't like that? Or I'm literally following their blueprint. Why is it not the outcome I'm expecting? It's honestly because every blueprint that you're trying to do is different for everyone. I told you, talk about your story is different. Your story is actually unique. And the thing is, not worrying about every success that you have achieved is such a great thing. And there's sometimes the success that the small successes that you achieve, sometimes you don't even notice. And it's funny because sometimes those small successes go a long way. And sometimes the person you're comparing yourself has not even thought about that. And I just want to say that worrying about every single success that you have will distract you. And I think that's really where it happens, where you're comparing yourself, because you're comparing yourself to someone who's already achieved, someone whose name is already established, someone who has this much money, getting this brand deals. You can't compare yourself to someone. I cannot compare myself to Beyonce. I cannot. I don't know who I think I am if I'm comparing myself to Beyonce, because that's a whole different ball game from what I'm trying to be at the present moment. Yes, I'm inspiring to achieve that level of success, to be recognized like she is. Absolutely. But I can't compare my journey to hers because it's a whole different path. We're in a whole different city. Her opportunities were different than mine. She's a woman, I'm a man, two different things. Her family connections are different. Her whole journey is different. Because by this age, she just got out Destiny's Child and she just released the album. She just released Dangerously in Love, if I'm not mistaken, at my age. I'm 24, so she just released Dangerously in Love. Either that or she just released B-Day. One of the two. You can't compare your success to somebody established like that because, again, stories are different. And God, universe, source, spirit, whoever you worship, I'm leaving that to you, has really put you on this earth for a different path. And the stories are going to be so different because some people experience struggle at the beginning of their story and have a flowing happiness the rest. And some people have a flowing happiness at the beginning and then struggles at the end. and the struggles at the rest. And then some people have it in the between. There's some smoothness, and then boom, there's a rocky obstacle in the way. Then smooth, rock, smooth. So it's different. There's so many different story patterns. Mainly those three, but of course there's definitely infinite amounts. And so I definitely say that it's stop comparing yourself. Easier said than done. And I'm putting emphasis on this. It is easier said than done. And I understand that. But it's such a great thing to start getting into your head not to compare yourself. Because that's what's really going to hold you back from the success that you are going to achieve. Because you're not worried about what Derek is succeeding. Yes, you can be happy for Derek, but you cannot be sitting there like, I should have what he has now. I'm doing more work than this. I'm this. I put so much time in this. That's not how it works. You put time into your efforts, and what you do with your time and what you put in your efforts is not going to be the same results as the other person. Again, easier said than done. And sometimes it takes you to really get into it. But, and it is what it is. And so honestly, I'm about to insert actually a clip from a producer artist that I watch on YouTube called Legend. And like, he literally has a clip of stop comparing yourself with others. So I'm going to insert the clip now, and I hope you enjoy it.
But have 4 times the success that I have. Meanwhile, I've been doing this for 25 years. 25 years. Comparison is the thief of joy, and that's part of the mental health thing. You can't keep comparing yourself to other people. I'm kind of like going all over the place. Let this just be a lesson to everyone out there who's a musician, who's a music producer, a musician, a performer, an artist, any of those things. In this field, stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop comparing your music to other people, your success, your journey, your life. That's what screws most of us up, because we think we have to be technically sound. We have to know all the terminology and things to be considered great music. Stop comparing yourself to people who went to college. They had hundreds of thousands of dollars to do that. Or they went into hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt to do that. You might not want to go into hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt to do that. I didn't, so I taught myself. It takes time, guys. The place that I am right now, to have these 4 walls around me. So many things I had to deal with. Relationships dying and people leaving and episodes of depression and losing files and computers and investing not hundreds of thousands, not yet, tens of thousands of dollars into my craft. You don't see all that behind the scenes. You don't see the nights I cried. You don't see the nights I almost quit, not just music, but I almost quit life. Okay? If you catch what I'm saying, stop comparing yourself. Stop it and take care of yourself. If the things in your life that are happening are not ideal, I'm not going to sit here and say, just change it, because I'm not one of those people. I'm just saying to make sure you keep paying attention to those things. You keep working at trying to take care and nurture those situations the best that you can. Because if you don't, you end up in a place where you don't want to do anything. You have no motivation. Your mental health is in shambles, and you just...
And so let's just get back to my success story, my growing success story, and like being an entertainer and like making it, being successful. Where I am at, and it's right now, well, not right now, but I was creatively blocked. I wasn't creating for a while. I wasn't creating music for a while. I sat back trying to let the inspiration come to me. It wouldn't have. I didn't make no beat. I didn't make a beat in like a month. I just recently just made beats and just writing again. And it was just this blockage that I was having. And I think it was just because I was so stressed and I was having my mind in other directions just because of, honestly, the stress levels that I was going through, the constant thoughts and anxieties. And then also, my skin condition, I do have eczema. So that's been really worse and making my whole body uncomfortable. So, it really gets uncomfortable, especially with under my legs and stuff, under the folds. And it's really, really uncomfortable to bend at certain points. So I do want to address that that has been actually a factor. I've been technically on bed rest because every time I move my arms, every time I did move my arms and my legs, it was so uncomfortable. And I knew I could not just sit at in front of a computer just like this, like I'm doing now, without like really been letting my legs like it's so irritating. And that's what really was stopping me because of physical health. That was really like stopping me. I'm better now. So, I'm better now. I'm really sitting in front of y'all recording this, doing what I got to do. Because, like, this is what I'm glad I could do it now. I'm very blessed. I figured out a way to condone it. Thank God I'm going to a dermatologist very, very soon because I need to get this under control. I don't know what happened. This is just a random rant. I don't know what happened, but I was so fine for the last year. Like, no outbreaks. Yes, a couple, like, scratches on my arm here and there, which hydrocortisone got that good. But then out of nowhere, it just flares up all extra bad, which my family thinks it's allergic reaction, which I don't know what type of allergic reaction, but hopefully I find out, when I go to a dermatologist. So back to my whole, that's back. Well, no, that's not all I was going to say. It's off topic, but no, it was the reason why I felt I just couldn't create or go somewhere and create, which, yes, I do have an iPad, which I can go to like GarageBand, make beats, record vocals. I mean, yeah, you can, but I prefer to record with my mic, have my studio here and just do that. I'd rather have that. But it was also me like patiently waiting for the right moment when I'm called to step up in my music. I haven't recorded with the process of me being on bed rest, with me being creative block. I haven't recorded anything, haven't produced no beats. Like getting my creative mind flowing. Like here and there, I would have melodies. And literally, my voice memo is full of like random melodies. My dreams, my dreams have been funny because my dreams have been literally like putting melodies and lyrics in my head. So they're also in my voice memos. Like I wake up and I literally my morning like sleepy voice, and I'd be like trying to be like I thought, like, when you wake up and you thought you said something completely excuse me. When you wake up and you think you said something in a certain way, but when you listen back, it wasn't how it was. Like it's so funny to me. But it just shows that my creative mind is always flowing, and I really need to start letting my creativity flow more and just let it get out. I did have a fear that my singing voice wasn't what it needed to be. I've grown to accept my voice now, but of course there's some moments where I'm like, boy, you need to get a little bit of work, But, it takes time, especially finding my voice. I'm almost there. I do feel like I'm almost there when it comes to finding my voice, but of course I need to record more. I need to start singing more. I just need to train it because, the vocal cords, it's a muscle, but you have to train it properly. So, vocal classes, I need to get back to those. Vocal classes, yeah. Vocal coaching, I need to get back to those because no singing is perfect. That's why a lot of these professional singers have vocal coaches that they work with, professional vocal coaches that they work with to do warm-ups, to discover their voice. They still do that right now. Celebrities that sing, that belt. Jasmine Sullivan still does her vocal coaches and still, gets her voice where it needs to be so she's not, creating new mistakes. She always corrects them. Everybody does it. Chloe Bailey, I saw. What is his name? There was a vocal coach that, Taraji B. Henson went to. I forgot his name, and I'm getting very, very upset because I can't think of the name. But when I get the name, I'll see it. But that's just really what it is. It's always, your voice is always evolving, and it's always changing. Your voice is always changing, and it's your job to adapt. It's your job to adapt, fall back, and let your voice be your voice, and don't try to ruin it. Because that was a struggle of mine. I thought my voice was way higher. Maybe because, I know the reason. Because I only listen to women. I apologize for the train in the back, but if you hear it. But I listen to majority women, and that really was it. I didn't want to listen to any like men because I didn't want to mimic them at the end of the day when I tried to sing. Stevie Mackey, that's what it was. A celebrity vocal coach, Stevie Mackey, that's him. That's what people go to. Anyway, But that's really what it is. I think I need to stop trying to mimic a woman's or a more feminine voice, which of course now there's multiple ways, but also keep my voice at a range where it's not too high. And I know that was definitely a fault of mine, especially with singing. I will sing higher than what I could. And that's something I've really discovered. But, my dream is to take my music far. Same reason I'm doing this podcast. I want my music to the same way. I want my music to reach people on emotional, mental, even physical. I want people to dance. I want people to have fun. I want people to laugh. I want people to be entertained. I want people to just feel and grow with me, even heal. Just got to say that right now. I want people to do that. And I want my acting career to evolve. I want to be involved in my live stage. I want to be on Broadway. I want to do more plays, more musicals. I want to take it to behind the cameras, from live stage to in front of the cameras, I should say. Yeah, being in front of the camera. I want to hear cut. I want to hear that's a rap. I want to do this. I want to do that. And it's so much that I'm not even wanting to, that I'm going to do. There is so much that I'm going to do, but of course I have to take it one step at a time and take it a day by day. And I'm going to keep doing what I can do while I'm in this space now, trying to find opportunities. And once I get into an environment where I can move further, then I can take the steps. But of course, as of right now, I can only do what I can do right now, a lot. Oh yeah. And I said, really, college doesn't always lead to success. And I'm putting some emphasis on this. I'm really putting some emphasis on this. College does not always lead to success. Even though, yes, that piece of paper does a lot for this country, the USA. But it also does put you in debt, spending thousands upon thousands every year just for you to have the verification so you can move forward. And I tell people, you really don't need a college degree to actually pursue the entertainment business like I'm doing. But I think I did it for that security reason. Just think, my back of my mind, just in case my dream really doesn't work out, then I can just fall back on something practical. I don't want to fall back on something practical. That's not me. That's not me. I'm not a 9-to-5 worker. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't be on a strict schedule. I am a person who wants to literally work their own schedule, be able to communicate with with my team, really schedule what I need to do, schedule shows and do this, have this. I just cannot do this 9-to-5 schedule. I want to be my own boss. I am going to be my own boss. I am my own boss. I'm literally filming, editing, and doing everything on my own time, but I'm also doing it in a timely manner where I can get it out, where I can get my content out. And I do want to say this is that you cannot rush this. You cannot rush success. Again, fast success will leave you forgotten. Patience, even just having patience, even when everything is fucking slow, like when it's really, really fucking slow and you're just like, when is things going to speed up? I get it. I'm still in that mindset right now, but then I always push myself back. Like I really have to be patient because I actually want my success to be longevity. I don't want my success to not be longevity. I want it to be great. I want it to be amazing. I want this success to last a lifetime. I want my success to last generations. I want my kids, grandkids stay successful. What Beyonce say? My great grandchildren already rich. That's the energy that I'm in right now. That's the energy that's the Jiayre in the future that I want to have that thoughts. And it starts now, that's basic. That's actually basic manifestations. That's basic manifesting. The law of assumption. I have, I am, that type of thing. Just believing that you have it now, even with your circumstances, even when the thoughts you look around and it's like, damn, it's not what I want, but I do have it. You know what I mean? And it takes practice to really get it. You know, sometimes you have to see the light in the dark. Sometimes you have to be the light. And it's scary because if you be the light, then you're attracting people. You're attracting people's energy. They see so much good in you. And that's how you also have to be careful. Because being success, you are like literally a flame attracting all these moths. So just make sure that you are careful. Make sure that you are well aware of what you're doing. Because success is for everyone. I believe that. But success is definitely different for everyone. People have different definitions of success, and that's something that you also cannot compare. Also, something that you cannot compare with somebody else, because your success, your definition of it, your vision of success, your thoughts of success is totally different from someone, or can be totally different from someone. Because I'm not going to say that people don't have the same thoughts when it comes to success, about having all this money, about having 4 cars, about having a mansion, about owning your own island, a private jet, this, that, and the fifth. Yes, there are that. But you also have to understand that success, that I'm understanding, that I'm realizing that I do understand that success is really reaching people. Really having the power to show people you can be who you want to be. Showing that really it just takes you getting yourself out there and not being afraid. Even if you are afraid, fear is the best motivator to get yourself out there. Because then once you get yourself out there, you start proving fear wrong, and that fear just goes away. Of course, new fears always comes up. It's natural, it's human, it's what we are. But once you have the strength to overcome, then that's when it's time. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to say? Because I'm at a good time. I'm at 45 minutes with this. So, I'm actually pretty good, I'm actually pretty good. I think that's really, today is where I want to end it, I was like, maybe this episode could be an hour long, but honestly, it doesn't have to really be an hour long to get my point across. And I'm very grateful that I can realize that, because I don't want to waste people's time being redundant and like repeating the same thing. So good thing I have it all written down so I'm not repeating myself. So I'm just looking at the whole list. I talked about that, talked about that, I talked about that, talked about that. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast episode. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. And literally, success is for everyone. Again, I'm going to say that again. Success is for everyone. Do not let fear, do not let someone else's success overshadow you because they're already established. Do not let someone tell you that you can't be successful because your dream is unattainable, or your business is unattainable, or whatever. You can be successful in your own right. You do not have to be the same success or match the same success as someone else. So I thank you guys so much. Love and light to you guys. I'm so grateful. Again, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, subscribe to my channel for more content. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You are all successful. I promise you. Shawty, all my time is a diamond, and a dream is you gonna roll with me.